Yeah. Hello everyone, long time no see, but me and Tony's back with today's meditation for you. So before I start, hello my big boy Raphael now, not baby Raphael anymore. And before we start, I'm going to put us in a bubble of white light of protection individually, and a bubble of white light of protection that extends to us all as a soul family group that we actually are. I can't believe how nervous I am doing this because it's such a long time. Anyway, before I start, I just want to talk about, obviously, lockdown's nearly over, and I wonder how it's affected how you think. Whether you believe it or not, it will have tempered your behaviour at some point in different ways for each of us individually. And I just think the most thing that's come from this COVID is a fear reaction to it. Whether you believe it or not, there's parts of it, even if you don't believe it, there's parts of it that bring out that fearfulness for us. And fear shuts all the doors of opportunities that come to us. Right, so I want to make sure that you have to really be careful, because anything to an extreme changes the mood. Now, like, you know, with a smile, how infectious a smile is, right? But it also works with someone who's feeling fearful and feeling negative. When you're around them people, it's really easy to succumb to that feeling, and instead of fighting against it and trying to raise the vibration of whoever you're with that is negative, you get down in the doldrums yourself. So it's really important for us to keep our divine light within us burning bright, shining bright. So there's nothing stronger than the vibrational frequency of love and light. And so when we send love as an energy, there's nothing around it that's not affected by it. Absolutely, it affects every single thing that comes in contact with it. So our work is just simply this. It's there to help raise the vibration of the planet. We're here to help those that are stuck in old energies to raise their vibration, to come along with us, because we want everyone to come along with us. Right, so that's my rant for today, just in case you didn't think you was going to get any anymore. So now we're going to start our meditation. Right, again, I want you to bring in that divine light just by sitting quietly and ask for this divine light to come and be with us, to work with us. Right, so 3 deep breaths. And we start off on our wooded path, our favourite walk, a walk where we're at one with nature, the smells, the noises, old familiar path that we're very happy to be walking again. We're listening to the birds and the bees. You can smell the flowers and the pine leaves of the trees. It's a beautiful balmy summer's day. We're nice and warm, and we'll feel very relaxed when we walk up our road. Now as we come to the first corner on our pathway, here is our beautiful grey dustbin. The dustbin where we simply put all our fears, all our worries, all the stuff that we beat ourselves up for. All of that's got to go in this dustbin. I've got to tell you, I've got a dustbin for to come along, because it's been a while since I visited my own dustbin, and there's been times that I haven't done things as good as what I thought I should do. But I don't beat myself up about it anymore. I just think I will do better tomorrow. I will try my best to do better tomorrow. So all of that stuff, put it in that dustbin. I'm just going to leave you a couple of seconds round to get rid of it all. These dustbins are endless fonts. Like, as much as you've got to put in there, they have the capacity for it. And then the angels will come down later and take them thoughts and those fears, and they will transmute them into positive energy. So put that lid on real tight, because those fears and worries have got a tendency to pop up when we're not looking. So you put that lid on real tight, carry on with our wonderful path, our wonderful walk that we do. And as we wend up the path, we're going to pass our brown dustbin. Our brown dustbin where we put the more serious things in our life, things that we're not happy with, what we're ashamed of, our secrets. We do visit that, but not on every occasion, but it's there if you should need it. And as we turn the last corner, here's our beautiful tree, the tree of life that we've been using for our wonderful work. And we go in our side entrance, and all of us are gathered in the main trunk. There's a celebration of being back together again. And we embrace, we cuddle, and we show our appreciation and our love of each other. As we rise up through the trunk, up through the tree, up through the boughs, and out through the leaves at the very top. And we rise, and we rise, and we rise. There's no fear about how high we are. There's only wonder and awe as we look down on the earth. And we are going to be given a huge amount of balls. They're like them big exercise balls, but these are sparkling balls full of white and silver and gold. And I don't know if those of you that have been to India or seen the Holi festival, it's a festival of colour where they throw like coloured powders at each other. So when these balls hit the earth like that, they explode in an explosion of colour, right? So I want you to send them to as many trouble spots that you can think of in the world, whether it's here at home, Brazil, America, whoever's got it really bad or that you can think of, just send those balls, because we're going to get an endless supply of them. And you just literally throw them out until like they land. You can even do one on your own house if you've got turmoil in your own house at home, right? So this is to spread love, healing and affection and forgiveness for everyone and everything that this touches. So I'm going to leave you right now for about 10 minutes. So don't forget, we're going to work in unconditional love, healing and forgiveness, and that's contained within all of these balls that we've got an endless supply of. So enjoy throwing them. I think that you just might. throw your last ball, take aim, and now it's time to come back. I want you, before we come back down, take a look around. There are layers and layers, tiers and tiers of all other earth angels that are also doing the same work as us. We're not doing this alone. So it's just a look of acknowledgement and a love for each other before we start our descent back to where we started from. So nice and gentle, float back down, down and down, looking at all those other earth angels as we're descending. And then we come up through the leaves, down the boughs, into the body of the tree. We give all of us a group hug, saying, well done, fantastic work that you've just done, fantastic work of unconditional love and healing and forgiveness, the three most vital ingredients to making our world a better place for us and our children to live in. Down out of our secret entrance to the tree, we thank the tree and the tree thanks us. And we went back down our path, appreciating the songs of the birds and the scents of the flowers. And just that feeling that you have when you're happy with living. You're just happy with, for no reason, that you're just happy to be. Walk past our brown dustbin, giving it a surreptitious look as we go past, knowing that we will be coming to it in the future again. Down past our wonderful grey dustbin, and how we thank Spirit for giving us such an easy device to offload our fears and our worries and our failures, if you want to call them that, or what we consider failures that aren't actually failures at all. But sometimes we have to stand back to see the lesson in our things that we don't do correctly. And back, carry on down, seeing the bunnies and the butterflies, until we're coming back to the chair that we started our journey in, nice and gentle. 3 deep breaths, bringing yourself back into the here and now. You all right? You back? I have to say, well done you all. Fantastic work. Sometimes you have to just have faith that what we're doing is actually doing something, but I think that you know that inside the work that you're doing is proper valuable work. And I thank each and every one of you for doing this. So, cards for today. I've got the spell casting oracle cards. Lovely, beautiful cards. And they got a card of friendship. And I think out of everything that we've learned from this pandemic is how valuable our friendships are, and how we should love them and appreciate them and hold on to them with every fibre of our being. Because if you've got great friends around you, you don't actually need a lot more in your life other than that feeling that you're loved, and then you've got friends that you can rely on. And like, to be fair, you don't even have to know people to be friends with them. And the second card is from my Mystical Wisdom card deck. And that brings the Archangel Gabriel. Now, Archangel Gabriel is our Archangel of communication and the arts and love. And if you have a look at this beautiful picture of lovingness, love to the children and to everyone that's around us. And it's a message of creativity and of hope. And that I wish on us, all of us, to have hope and optimism for our future, because we are having a future, but we're going to have a future that we got some say in the world that we want to create. So just remember, you are the creator your own world. So make sure you only put flowers in your gardens, not weeds of bad thoughts and negative thoughts. So before I go on, I still want to thank our beautiful nurses and doctors and care workers and all those that are still plodding on with no wage rise, no real appreciation. You know, these people don't work for their wages, they work for love, the love of humanity, the love of each other. And in their life, they're richer beyond anything money could buy you. So, but we still thank you, and I do believe that when this is over, that the whole country should get together, rather like the French do when you do something they don't like. They all gather together and they force the government to do things that they don't want to do. And I really hope that we can do something like that in our life. So I'd like for us to be really aware, now that we're coming out of this thing, that the effects, the mental effects that this lockdown has had on so many people through so many ages, and undiscovered, unknown, because most people that really have suffered are those that are living on their own. So I want you to make every effort to look out for those that have suffered, even if it's only a tiny bit of mental stress over this. Use your love and your positivity to those. Give that to those who need help. And those that need help, I want you to reach out. Don't hide this and thinking that everyone out here is a psychic and we can all read minds, right? Just reach out to get the love and the help that is out there waiting for anyone that needs it. But sometimes you have to be brave and make the reach out your own selves, right? So, you know, like Mother Teresa said, there's more appreciation, there's more need for love and appreciation than what there is for bread. And you know how many millions of people we've got starving out there. So it's a really important thing to make people feel loved, needed and wanted. And like, it's the things that simple people do, the acts of kindness that we've seen everywhere in this pandemic. It's the acts of kindness to each other that keeps that darkness at bay. Right, so it's a really important thing for us to do, to be that loving and caring person that we've got inside. It's just like a smile, a kind word. That's all it can take. It can just be simple acknowledging that someone else is alive out there. Because I think when you've been on your own for such a long time, I feel that people don't feel needed and wanted and unloved. And I can't think of anything that you can feel that feels worse than feeling unloved. Well, I got to say this. I've got as much love as the whole world needs to light it all up. So we're going to deal with love, unlimited love out there. We've got unlimited amounts of love to give to anyone and everyone who crosses our path. And as I said, a smile, a kind word, that's all it takes. It's not like you've got to spend loads of money and do dramatic things. It's just the simple acts of kindness that are going to make us get through this and to get a better world when we're over the end of it. And that applies whether you believe it or not. It makes no difference. All right, so I want you to close down your energy centres now. Your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart. Not shut them, just wind them down. Your solar, your sacral and your root chakra. Get them down so you're all ready to come back to normal life. So thank you for coming to today's meditation. I hope it's a new moon, because that's what I'm going to try and put it out for. So thank you all for coming again. And I want to say a bye-bye to my big boy Raphael. I can't tell you how much I love seeing your videos of you running around and all the things that you can do nowadays. So remember, my last words, dear, remember what Mother Teresa says: let no one come to you without leaving happier for it. And if you can make that your mission in life, what a fantastic mission. So thank you much for watching. I will be putting them back on YouTube under Eileens Crystal Singing Bowl Meditations, should you want to see them. But I think all my videos are still on Facebook as well, so whatever your pleasure is. But thank you very much for coming, and I hope to see you soon. Love you all. Bye. Bye, Raphael.